Hello and welcome to my channel. You are the one where we talk all things law of assumption to help make your manifesting journey easier and more fun. And today we are talking about affirmations and assumptions. What are the difference between them and how do they work together? So stick around. My name is Hedley Derenzie. I'm a qualified life coach. I'm an author and I'm super passionate about the amazing teachings of the law of assumption as originally taught by the great American mystic Neville Goddard. It is the stories that we tell that create our reality. So whatever you want to change in your reality, you have to know how to change the story you're telling first. And if you want to create the most amazing reality, it helps to know how to tell the most amazing stories. And that's where these teachings can really help. And that is why I am here. I want to help you to tell the most amazing stories you can possibly imagine and experience the most amazing reality you can possibly have, because that is why we are here. If you would like support with that, I am available for coaching. I have online coaching and I have personal one-to-one coaching. I also have a free 21 days Set Yourself Up with the Ultimate Self-Concept course, which is the ultimate story that you want to be telling. All of that is available below. You'll find those details in that box below this video or at my website, youaretheone.com.au. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, we are talking about affirmations and assumptions and what is the difference between them both and how they work together in terms of manifesting what it is that you want or don't want in your reality. And the reason why I wanted to do this video is because, as you know, I'm coming out with a lot more meditations. I wanted to just bring in a bit more practicality to these videos that I'm doing and to just give, a few more options as to how you can implement these teachings into your life. Keep in mind, you do not need any of these techniques to manifest. You don't need any of these meditations to manifest. You're manifesting anyway. You're doing it anyway. You're the God and cause and creator of your reality, whether you're listening to these videos and doing these techniques or not. However, if you would like to be more conscious and more commanding of your awareness and what you're doing with it, then that's where these techniques can help. Neville talks about turning water into wine, and that's what action does. When you take a teaching and you apply it, you're essentially turning water into wine. And so, of course, we want to turn water into wine, and that's why I wanted to give you more meditation. A lot of the meditations I will be doing are the affirmation meditations, and the reason is because I love them. I use them every day. And I want to give you what I'm doing and the techniques that I use because they are just really powerful. And I've been using affirmations since I was 14. However, I didn't really start applying affirmations purposefully until I found law of assumption, because to be honest, I didn't really know what the hell I was doing. And also I was using affirmations in a way where it didn't feel real or it didn't feel true. And now I understand why, because when you're trying to override a negative story with a positive affirmation, you're just going to get more of the negative story. So we want to be using affirmations consciously and correctly in order to be directing our attention to what it is that we want to be experiencing. So I will do another video on overcoming resistance to affirmations, but I won't speak about that in this video. I just wanted to give you the background of what affirmations are and what assumptions are and how they work together. Affirmations, as you would know, very prevalent in all of these techniques, whether it's law of attraction or law of assumption. We use affirmations, in particular, use the I am statements. So the I am is the name of God. It is the name of infinite awareness. God is imagination. So I am is infinite imagination. Now, what you put after I am is what conditions that infinite awareness. That's where you get to exercise your creative power. You get to condition the infinite I am with the state of consciousness that you will then experience in your reality based on what you are affirming. So an affirmation isn't necessarily positive. An affirmation is just a thought that we think on repeat. So you can have high quality affirmations, you can have low quality affirmations. An affirmation is simply a thought that you repeat, and you do it either consciously or unconsciously. So we want to be consciously affirming high quality states of consciousness, meaning I am healthy, I am strong, I am wealthy, I am loved, I am worthy, I am desired, I am beautiful, I am successful, I am rich. Those are high quality states of consciousness or high quality affirmations. And then we repeat those thoughts over and over. Well, that's what repetition is, I guess. So we repeat those thoughts, we affirm those thoughts, because what that does is that directs our attention towards that state of consciousness. Now, an affirmation does not create reality. Your affirmations do not create reality, because what affirmations are, they are like the commander, they are like the instructions for the subconscious. It is the subconscious that creates, not the conscious mind. So we are kind of filtering in information from our reality or from our conscious mind, and we are deciding what we are going to affirm. And then what we affirm long enough, what we persist with long enough, gets accepted by the subconscious, and it gets projected out and reflected back as our reality. The subconscious is entirely objective. It will take the instructions that it is given and it will project it out. It does not care whether those affirmations are high quality or low quality. It will just simply project what the instructions that it receives are. So affirmations don't create reality. Affirmations create assumptions, and assumptions are the affirmations that have been accepted into the subconscious. So your assumptions then become your reality, and that is why this is called the law of assumption. So affirmations create assumptions, assumptions create reality. So then you want to be affirming the thoughts that you want to experience and persisting with them long enough to create an assumption in your subconscious. Now, you can create something based on evidence that you see in the 3D, or you can create an assumption based on having no evidence. And in fact, that's what the law of assumption is being able to affirm a thought long enough to create an assumption with no evidence in the 3D. That then enables your subconscious to accept that that is actually what is true, because that's what you've been playing out in consciousness, and then that gets projected out, reflected back in your reality, and you get to experience it with your 5 senses. So we want to become really proficient at affirming states that we have not yet experienced in our 3D. And then affirming it long enough, persisting with that affirmation long enough to then create an assumption that yes, that is what is true. I am rich, I am healthy, I am strong, I am beautiful, I'm successful, even if our 3D reality is not reflecting that back yet, knowing that for reality to get reflected back, we have to create the assumption in the subconscious first. You get to choose what thoughts you're going to repeat, and then persisting with those affirmations long enough for them to be accepted as assumptions in the subconscious, and then to sit back and watch the show unfold. That's where these things get really fun. So think about what it is that you want to affirm using the I am statements. So you're conditioning the infinite I am with the state of consciousness you want to experience. And then you're affirming that long enough to be accepted as an assumption in the subconscious that yes, that is true, I am rich. And then boom, hey, there's reality reflecting back that I am rich. That is awesome. That's a great experience that we want to have. Or whatever it is, it doesn't matter. So your affirmations are really important. Like, you're not just repeating crap over and over and over. You're doing it for a purpose. It's to persist with a new state of consciousness, to accept it as an assumption in your subconscious. We have to affirm the states that we don't have evidence for in order to experience a new reality. You might be feeling like in the beginning what you're affirming isn't true. That's cool, that's fine. We have to just overcome that hump of not needing reality to show us the evidence yet, knowing that we are the cause. Like, reality follows imagination, it doesn't precede it. We are the ones that determine what our reality reflects back based on what we're affirming long enough for it to be accepted by our subconscious as an assumption. This is the law of assumption. The assumptions that you hold in your subconscious is what creates your reality. So how do you create an assumption? You have to affirm a new state of consciousness long enough for it to be accepted. And that is where affirmations are really powerful and important. And it is okay if you don't believe them in the beginning. That is part of this process, is overcoming that resistance, that doubt, and persisting with the new state long enough for it to be accepted. And the reason that so many of us don't experience the states that we want to experience is because we give up before our subconscious has accepted it. We go, oh, this is bullshit. I'm not rich. I'm not successful. I'm not any of these things. And we fall back into the old story, the dominant story that's already living in our subconscious and being reflected back as our reality. And we're taking reality's word for it. We're saying, well, that's the way things are because reality is showing this to me, that I'm not rich, I'm not successful, I'm not all of those things. You have to have the persistence to persist with an affirmation long enough, knowing it is not affirmations that create reality. You are not affirming something to then see it in reality. You are affirming something to create the assumption in your subconscious that that is what is true, knowing that your reality follows what your subconscious has already accepted. So we have to learn to be more persistent. We have to learn to be more conscious with our affirmations. And if you're experiencing resistance to a new state, that's simply because you have a dominant story running of the opposite. And that is cool. And you're getting that in reality. You're already getting that. but you have to take your awareness off reality and place it more on what you're doing in consciousness. You have to put consciousness first and allow reality to flow second, and really like flip that over, because we have become so conditioned to believing that reality is what is real and that consciousness is like fake or false or it's wrong or it's like a waste of time or we're just daydreaming. It's the opposite. It's a perfect setup, but we need to flip this in order to really start commanding our subconscious into the states that we want to see and experience with our five senses in our reality. I hope that helps. I am going to be coming out with more affirmation meditations. Try them, experiment with them and see if you like them. And if you do, then that's great. If not, then try something else. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for listening. Please remember, you are the amazing creators of your reality. You are the superstar of your show. You are the producer, the writer, the director, and the actor in your movie. What you assume to be true will be so. So assume the best for you, assume the best for everyone in your movie too, and you will have an amazing life. And this is my wish, my vision, and my prayer for you. I will look forward to seeing you in my next video. Please like, comment, and share. As always, I love to read your comments. And if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would love to have you. Okay, see you next time. Bye.